We're going to take a few minutes and talk about Japan. And Japan is a market I know very well. I lived in Japan on 5 different occasions for over 20 years. There's no market that I've seen undergo such change as Japan, unfortunately all for the negative. Japan is the only market in Asia Pacific to experience negative growth the last 5 years. The Japanese market contracted by 2.3%. And if you look at retail, whether it's department stores or shopping malls, generally speaking, the Japanese retail sector has experienced negative same-store sales for the last 5 to 10 years. So it's a very depressed market. As you all know, Japan's experienced deflation, has not been able to get out of it. And that deflation has really impacted consumer food service. So the average spending per person in Japan has declined. The average customer counts have declined. So it's not a very buoyant or great opportunity for any restaurant chains. Now, having said that, what's growing in Japan? Well, very, very cheap, high-carb, low-priced Japanese food. So you see brands like Yoshinoya, Sukiya, which are beef bowl, continue to grow. The udon segment, if you know what udon are, kind of thick noodles, there are brands like Marugame, Seimen that continue to grow rapidly. So the very inexpensive 500 yen or less per person concepts continue to grow. And also you see a brand like Saizeriya, which I mentioned before. It's growing rapidly in China, but it is really non-flavorful Italian cuisine, but it's very popular because it's cheap. So that's kind of the way the Japanese market has gone. Recently, Korean food has become much more popular because of K-pop and Korean drama. So Korean food is undergoing a resurgence in Japan. Not just yakiniku or Japanese-style Korean food, but real Korean food. And those trends will continue. Home meal replacement continues to grow. So most people are not cooking at home anymore. So they will take away from supermarkets or the basement of department stores. And I would say the delivery segment in Japan continues to grow. Convenience is still the name of the game. Delivery pizza, delivery sushi. Japan has more variety of delivery than just about anywhere else. 20 years of deflationary trends, weak economic performance, have really changed Japanese dine-out behavior. Japan used to be some of the most quality-conscious consumers in the world. It's sad to say, but true, Japanese today are not very quality-conscious. They're very price-driven. Unfortunately, the low-price, low-quality concepts are where the action is today. Japan was over 25% of the Asia-Pacific food service market. In the next 5 years, it'll probably drop to below 20, and then over time to below 15%. The Japanese population is shrinking every year because of the birth rate being less than 1 birth per couple. So when you factor in aging population, deflation, declining birth rates, competition over price, it's not a very attractive market. So the growth potential in the future is going to be for very inexpensive, economical full-service restaurants or more fast food, probably Japanese style. And then the high end should do well. So celebrity chef-driven stuff, $100 a person, fine dining will still do well because there's still money in Japan, but it's concentrated at the very top. So high-end steakhouses, French, Italian will still do well, but it's a very, very small segment of the market. So do not enter Japan unless you've got thick wallets, long staying power, and just be aware that most likely any store you open will suffer from negative same-store sales quickly 1 year after you open.